welcome to another episode of Let's Try It. Today we're going to be making slow roasted honey glazed pork. I saw the video, I was like, it looks amazing. I love pork anyway, so why not try it? And luckily for me, I have my very good friend that came by to visit, Vanessa. Hi, Vanessa.
Hi, Tony.
What brings you by?
I don't know. Food.
You got your Halloween shirt on, I see.
Right. I'm all about supporting Halloween.
Listen, absolutely. That's our high school. I definitely am right there with you. I can't fit my shirt anymore, but that's okay. I'm glad that, you can fit yours. So you eat pork, right?
Yep.
Okay. So we're going to give this a try. I am very excited to try it. It's a pork shoulder, and it's at 2 to 3 pounds. And then we're going to marinate it with some soy sauce, some green onions, some sugar, and garlic. And it says marinated for an hour. So I couldn't find the pork shoulder thing that the lady had in the video. So I went to the market. I'm like, went to the butcher asking for like a pork shoulder. He's like, oh, we have some already on the display thingy. So I'm like, all right, so that's what I got. I got a pork shoulder. It doesn't look like hers, but it's a pork shoulder. Sorry. Boneless, so we'll see. So I'm just going to cut this open with my little trusty scissors. Vanessa, you ever seen pork like this before?
No. No, I don't do a lot of cooking.
Okay, it's bleeding, so I'm gonna do this over at the sink and rinse it off, and then I will come back, and then we will cut it up on the board. All right, see you in a bit. All right, so I got the meat out of the plastic. It's sitting right there. Now I'm just going to get the marinade together. So it's 1 cup of soy sauce. It's going to be 1/4 of a cup of sugar. 3 tablespoons of garlic. I like garlic, so make sure I get all that out. You like garlic, Vanessa?
Love it.
Awesome. And 1/4 of a cup of chopped scallions. So that's pretty much all of the marinade. That's all there is to it. So we're just going to get the meat together, and then we're going to soak it in this for an hour, and then we're going to get it in the oven. So I'm just going to move the bowl to the side. Get this piece of meat here. I don't know what this net thing is. Vanessa, you ever seen this before?
I told you I don't do a lot of cooking, so no.
Okay. Her meat didn't have all of this on it, so I don't know. I'm just going to cut it off. Okay. Ow! It popped me in the hand. Now, the directions do say 2 to 3 pounds of the pork shoulder. This is bigger, so I'm probably just going to use half of it. So I don't know yet what I'm going to do with the other half, but this doesn't look like what
Is it supposed to look like that?
this was not in the, I don't know. Well, I'm gonna cut it in half because this is too much. And I don't know what I'm gonna do with the other half just yet. But which half should we use, Vanessa?
The half in your right hand.
This one?
No,
this right hand.
Your right hand.
Okay. All right. It says that we're supposed to crisscross patch thingy the meat so that the marinade can go in. So I'm gonna try to do that.
So the technical term was scored the meat, right?
Oh, sorry, scored.
Okay.
I don't know, Vanessa. I'm trying.
Okay. That's all you can do. Just try.
I never had a piece of meat like this before. I don't. Okay. I guess that's scored. I don't know.
You want me to look up the definition of scored?
Yes, please.
All right, let's see.
Okay. Well, while Vanessa's looking it up, I got the meat in there. And it says to put the scored side down. I'm going to flip it once to get marinade all over. And I'll flip it back over.
So it says score means to cut slits on the surface of a piece of food. The most common uses of scoring include small uniform cuts and pieces of raw meat.
I tried to make it uniform.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. All right, so we've scored it. And we've got it in the marinade. And it's going to marinate for an hour. And then we're going to get the asparagus and the potatoes, and we're going to try to put this together and see what happens. So I'll see you in an hour. All right, guys, so the meat's been marinated for an hour, and I'm just going to prep the vegetables and the potatoes. So I said to use a bunch of asparagus, which is what I did, and 6 Yukon potatoes. Now, I didn't know what a Yukon potato is, because all I know is the red potatoes that my mom get when she make potato salad. So I'm in the market, like, there's russet potatoes and red potatoes, and Vanessa, you know what Yukon potatoes?
Yeah, I heard of those before.
Okay, so it's just me, so sorry, but I found them, I did. Now, I diced them up, but I diced up 4, and they took up a good bit of my pan. So either my pan isn't as big as the video, or they cut them smaller, so I don't know. But I only used 4 and a bunch of asparagus. So at this point, we're just going to do the seasoning. It's just some olive oil and some salt and pepper to taste. So just got my trusty olive oil. I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit. Just a little bit. And a little bit on the potatoes. And then I'm going to do the salt and pepper. I like kosher salt, so that's what I'm going to use. But I'm not going to use a lot because I don't like a lot of salt. Vanessa, you like a lot of salt?
No, a little bit is good.
All right, good. Me too. I don't like a whole lot. And then some pepper. Do that. Ugh. All right, and then that looks like that should be good. And then I'm just going to, you know, make sure I have a nice little coating on everything. I don't think I'm gonna need, I didn't use a whole lot of oil because, you know, the marinade and everything I think will also provide some stuff for moisture and not drying anything out. So that's the asparagus, and then I'm gonna do the same thing with the potatoes. And then the meat is going to go in the middle. Alright, so I think I got everything pretty well coated. Now, let's see what this meat looks like. We did the marinade. Bear with me because I got the oil and stuff on my hand. Alright, now you remember that it didn't look like the one in the video. Oh.
And then she scored it.
Ew. Ugh.
Ew.
Okay. Vanessa, I hope this turns out okay.
So do I.
Well, no matter what it looked like, or no matter how it turns out, you're gonna try it, right? Vanessa? Vanessa?
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Okay. Alright, so that's pretty much it. It's going to bake at 275 for an hour and a half. And then we're going to take it out and put the glaze on top. So, I hope it tastes good.
I hope so too.
We'll see you in an hour and a half. Alright guys, so we baked it for an hour and a half. Now we have to take it out so that we can make the glaze to go on top. So this is how it looks at an hour and a half. So, what do you think, Vanessa? It looks interesting.
Yeah, it doesn't look bad.
Smells pretty good though. Definitely does say that. It does smell
It
good.
does smell good.
Okay, alright. So to make the glaze, we need a cup of brown sugar. Now, they said dark, but of course, you know, I don't like dark. I like light. So I used a cup of light brown sugar and a half of a cup of honey. Get that in there. And then the last thing is just 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. Just trying to get the honey. Okay. And then the soy sauce. And then we're just basically going to mix that together. And that's going to be the glaze that we're going to pour over top. And then we're going to cook that for 20 minutes. And then that's going to be it. And then we'll see how this slow roasted honey glazed pork tastes like.
What temperature are you cooking it on?
500.
Wow.
That's what I said. But only for 20 minutes. And I think it's supposed to, you know, do the caramelization, that kind of stuff, you know, give it a little, I don't want to say a crust, but I guess, you know, that thing that you do when it's really hot with the sugar. Why you gotta roll your eyes? What was that for?
That thing that you do. Okay.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't know what it's called, Vanessa.
Okay.
Always trying to make me look bad. So this is what it looks like. Kind of looks like caramel almost, but that's pretty much it. And then I'm just going to spoon it over the meat like it said. So we're just going to. I hope this don't make it overly sweet, Vanessa. That's a lot of brown sugar. What do you think?
I don't know. We'll have to see when it comes out.
I think
Probably not. Probably not.
Yeah, I think it'll definitely give it a nice color to it, you know, when it browns. And I think it'll probably just amp up the flavor. This is a lot, so I don't think I'm going to use all of it. But it said to get it in the little cracks and stuff from the scoring that I did. I tried to score it best I could. I tried. But I don't think I'm going to need all of it. What do you think? You think that's enough? This is how much I have left. What do you think?
Yeah, I think that's enough.
That's enough? I think so too. Alright, so then we're going to 20 minutes at 500 degrees and then it'll be done. So, fingers crossed that Vanessa likes it. Alright guys, so we let it broil. 500 is kind of like a broil. That's what Vanessa and I figured. But we only did 15 minutes because I smelt it bubbling over and starting to burn, so I didn't want to burn the meat. So at 15 minutes, this is what it looks like. Looks good. It definitely has a good smell to it. What do you think, Vanessa?
Yeah, it looks good. I mean, it smells delicious.
So we're going to slice a piece off and make a plate for Vanessa, and she'll be our wonderful trusty taste tester, and
woohoo, can't wait.
we'll see what she thinks. Now, I don't know where to start cutting because clearly I did my scores a little deep. Let's see. I'll just pick a piece right there. And I don't want to burn my hand because it's just hot. So I'm just... It cuts pretty good though. What do you think, Vanessa?
Yeah, it's going right through.
Yeah. Not having any hard time cutting it at all.
Yeah, that scoring must have done it. That must have did it.
You stupid. All right, granted I cut it a little deep. I didn't mean to. You know, I never scored before. Trying. But it does have a good flavor though. It smells good. All right, so I think that's enough for you to be able to try it. And I'll put a little bit of asparagus and a couple of potatoes. And you can see what you think. Can you take that fork off that plate, please?
Sure.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, almost dropped the doggone. All right, so I'm just going to put... And then you can tell me what you think. The potatoes look crispy. You like asparagus, right?
Love asparagus.
Me too. I love asparagus.
I just don't like it, like later.
What do you mean you don't like it? What happens later?
No.
No, I don't. What happens later?
I don't know. It's a cooking show, so I won't say.
Oh. Anybody know what happens later after the asparagus?
We can talk about it off camera.
All right. I don't know what happens later. All right, so this is Vanessa's plate for her to sample. The slow roasted honey glazed pork with the Yukon potatoes and the asparagus.
You want me to eat this on camera?
How else we gonna know if you like it?
Like right now?
Yeah, like right now. We need to know what you think.
All right. I'm going to start with the pork. Or should I do like you do?
You ain't gotta be like me.
It's really good. It's the sweet mixed in with the soy sauce. Okay.
Okay, so it's not overly sweet.
Not at all.
Okay. How about the asparagus and the potatoes? The spaghetti?
I'm still chewing.
Sorry. I was going to say, I know the asparagus is done. I was hoping that the potato was done.
So now I'm going to try the asparagus. Crispy. Yeah, it got a little crispy.
Okay.
Still good.
Okay.
Now the potato.
I never had a Yukon potato.
I think the potatoes probably could have cooked a little bit longer.
You think I should have maybe cut it smaller?
Yeah, either smaller or cook longer because the potatoes are still a little hard.
Okay.
Yeah.
But overall...
But the pork was awesome.
Okay.
And the asparagus was really good. Just the potatoes could have cooked a little
So maybe cut the potatoes a little bit...
A little smaller.
A little smaller.
Yeah, like maybe half of the size you would have cooked them.
Okay. Well, there you go.
I'm going back to the pork now. Thank you.
Would you consider this a Facebook win?
I would. Yes.
Okay. All right. So note to future recipe makers that try this. Cut the potatoes up a little bit smaller. But other than that, we consider this a win. Slow roasted honey glazed pork. We'll see you next time on Let's Try It.
See ya.
If you enjoy these videos and you want to see more, make sure you follow me on Facebook and Instagram and subscribe to my YouTube channel.